Well, I was pretty surprised, first of all. When I found out I was all district, I remember the first thing I did was I went through the list of all the other Division III guys in the other regions and was checking out their stats to see how I compared with them. And there's definitely some guys that were really productive this year on the D-line that made the all-district team, so I was kind of thinking it would be a long shot to get the All-American recognition, so I was a little bit shocked and really excited at the same time. I think it's something that they preach a lot throughout the football recruiting process and probably other sports as well. But I know in my first 2 years here as a freshman and sophomore, we had 3 guys that were academic All-Americans on the football team, and they were all guys that I looked up to, either playing similar positions or one of them was in the same major as me. So that was just something that I saw when I was getting started at Augie, and it kind of built into one of my biggest goals as a football player, just a way to combine my athletic achievements and my academics. A kind of weird fact about me is that most of my family are dentists. I have like 11 dentists in my family or something like that. So I like to think I'm kind of paving my own trail with business, and I came in and took some of the required classes for a business major and sorted out which ones were my favorite and did some switching around, but basically ended with accounting and finance, and I've stuck with that the last 2.5 years. So I think the first thing is there's just something about the game of football in general that seems to bring people together. And my closest friends in high school were certainly the guys I played football with, and the same has been true here at Augie. So even as we win games and lose games throughout the season, there's just something about my core group of guys that I love being around them and spending time around the coaches. And that's really been the biggest plus for me as far as football. There's just something about the Augie program for some reason that I like, and we haven't been performing like we would have liked to see, but I have a feeling that in the future it's going to turn around. So I still feel like in some way that I'm a part of the Augie program, and as we start to take off over the next few years, I think that I'll be able to look back and say that I was at least part of the foundation that led to that success. So I'll be moving to St. Louis after school to become an auditor for Deloitte, and we'll basically just see where that takes me. So like I said, I'm kind of paving my own trail, so I don't really know where that might lead, but for now I'll be headed to St. Louis.